Hi everyone, this is Lisa, ElleSnaps with Flosstube number 3, I believe. It is Sunday, the Sunday after Thanksgiving, when all the friends and family come over and we eat our turkeys. We had a turkey cook-off. I did not win, but my oven roasted turkey was right up there. Anyway, I want to make this quick so that I can get a lot in there and not have to do a giant long video for you. I'm in the process of switching out from fall to Christmas. I have lots more fall than I have Christmas. It's not organized, it's just kind of out, and there's stuff that's not out that will be out later, that kind of thing. But let's get started. The thing I've been working on, I've done 2 exchange projects, which I can't show you, but they turned out so cute. And one of them I just have to do for myself again because it's the cutest thing. So those are all done. They were stitched and finished out and all that. And then I started working on a project that was loaned to me. So it's Give Thanks by With Thy Needle and Thread. And I am more than grateful. I didn't ask if I could say her name, which next time I will, but I could not be more grateful that she's loaned this to me to stitch. But this is my progress on it. This is 36 count Lakeside Vintage Fawn, and it's the called for colors. And so far, I just absolutely love it. But I'm going to get that done real quick and get that back out to her so that she can have that back for her inventory. The other thing that I finished was I finished Walter. Now all I have to do is to finish him out, but this is a 36 count kit that I bought from Farm Girl Dry Goods, and that's Walter. It's With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. Magical Snow, I believe is what it's called, or Snow Magical. At any rate, that one's all done, and now I need to kit or finish it up, make it into. I may get that the board from Chantel 141. I think that's her name. Anyway, get the board for that and put that on there. I've seen several finishes that way with different color sweaters and all kinds of stuff, and I love it. So I was asked to go over some of the pillows that were in the background that they couldn't see well or didn't know the names of, that kind of thing, and I'll do my best with it. This is old. It's a Pine Mountain kit, and it's a long time, 20 years maybe, but that's from Pine Mountain. And then these are from Best Friends and Sisters, I believe. If not, I'll correct it in my notes. But I've done a whole series of these little cute guys, and I just put them in hoops. And I have these little hoopla frames that you can stick them into. They're right up there, and I kind of switch them out. But these are going away because they're fall, so they're getting put up. This was from one of the Blackbird design books. I got it as a kit at Quilter Station Retreat, but it's in one of the books now. And it's one of the fall ones, like Winds of Autumn or the other one, but it's in there. And it's available, I believe. This is Country Rustic Primitives. Real quick, fun little stitch. Fun to, just sit out. I believe that this is Country Rustic Primitives as well. This is, I think she's called Hilda, Brimhilda. I can't remember which Hilda. It's got some hair on it. It's probably mine. I should like I live in Alaska or something. This is, I think that this is Asbery Echoes Primitives. I think that this is hers. But I love this. I love that little turkey on there. They're all probably 36 count, 36 to 40, because that's my primary stitching. And they're all scrap fabrics. So if I've had some cut off or left over, I pick up that fabric and that's what I do it on. This one I think is primitive stitching. They're just done with the little knot. I haven't even covered up my Frankenstein stitches back there. These are Pineberry Lane. They're so cute. And there's another pillow that goes with, but I think I only did these two. This is either primitive stitching or country rustic primitives. Both available on Etsy. Really cute, fun little stitch. This is Homespun Elegance. I don't know if it's available anymore, but super cute. I did a little a heart. Didn't come out quite, you know, right, but if you see on the side, I put the little stitches kind of here and there to give it a little Frankenstein-y look. This is Pinker and Punkin. It was one of her autumn ones. She has so many. They're all free. Super talented. Tons of salt boxes and houses and manners and things like that. But she's on Instagram as Pinker and Pumpkin, or Punkin. And I'll put that down in the notes as well. But all her stuff is free. And she's got a zillion houses like this that are really cute. And I think there's people out there like Daisy Kate Primitives, I think. She's done a lot of these. They're really cute, though. I apologize if I'm wrong about that, Christia. But I think I've seen you stitch them. This is from 2018 Punch Needle Primitives magazine. I love this. It's the little turkeys. He's awesome on there. And then this was a kit from Dying to Stitch. It's Pineberry Lane. It came with all the stuff, the trim and everything. Not the pins. I put those on there myself, but only thing I did to this pillow was I darkened the pumpkins just a little bit, just a tick. They were a little too faded for me. This is one of the Winds of Autumn or the other fall book that are, both are still available, and this is in there. It's Blackbird Designs. And I did it on a scrap piece of a really gray blue kind of fabric that I had left over. And then this was a gift that I received in an exchange in 2022. This is also a Blackbird's design, and it's available in one of those two books that I keep talking about. That's the two fall books are where this one is as well. It was released earlier than that, I believe, but this is from a fine collection. Blackbird Designs. Very old. 2000, 2001, 2, I'm not sure. Anyway, on the exchange gift where Rachel she had my name and she gave me this. She also included some threads in there, and I used one of those threads to make this pillow. And this is Picture This plus Ale. And then this is a Pine Mountain, very old. It used to have a little thing on the inside where you could squeeze it and it would, you know, play spooky stuff or whatever, but it probably needs batteries, and I've just never checked it out. But I love this little thing. Those are the pillows that were sitting in the cabinet, the little cubby right behind me on the last video. Let me just toss all these back in this basket. That's gonna be fun putting away. You should see my bed. Whoa, it's a mess in here. And we'll just set this off to the side. Don't fall. Okay, so I started pulling out all of my Christmas things. I haven't hung these yet because I have different plans for different areas in the room or whatever, so I'll just show them to you. This is Bringing Good Cheer, Blackbird Designs. It's done on straw, 36 count with the called for threads. So I loved it. I stitched this during the pandemic, and I left off Merry Christmas and put hope up there for the word, but it's still very Christmas to me. I put this out every Christmas. This is Blackbird Designs Christmas Rose. I think this is on Ren, Picture This Plus Ren, 36 count, and it says I did it in 2021. Love it, love it. This is a LaDDa, one of my most favorites. It's I did change the colors. They were a little bit more faded than I prefer. And this is one of the ones that I actually put a card on the back of. This is a just a plain leftover fabric that I had for something. I know it's 40 count, and it's one of my favorites. I had this framed by Total Framing. The others were framed by Hobby Lobby. This was framed by Total Framing, and it's lightweight and just beautiful. This I framed myself of a frame that I picked up at Hobby Lobby for $6. And this is Peace and Goodwill by Chessie and Me. I loved every minute of stitching this. I love Chessie and Me in the first place. And I changed the house color to a darker, excuse me. I changed the house color to a darker color. And I believe that's pretty much the only change that I made. But I love this. This is a Lizzie Kate. I'm not sure the name of it. I know it's readily available. It may be called Peace on Earth, but it's done on a piece of 28 count navy fabric, and the navy just makes that white absolutely sing. And then this frame is very thick. It was done at Hobby Lobby, so it can just stand alone or hang. So I love it. It's one of my favorites. And this is Christmas on the Farm, I think. It's Little House Needleworks. It's their series of 9. And then this border is compliments of Vonna Pfeiffer, and it's beautiful. And I had it framed at Hobby Lobby a while back. This is 40 count. I probably would have chose something a little bit darker maybe, so that white would show up just a little bit better, but I don't regret it. This is one of my favorites. So that's all I have to show you that are framed, other than things that are behind me, and I'll show you those when I take them off the wall and redo for, you know, just winter or the coming spring. My plans for, oh, one more thing that I did. A little bit of quilting. But also banner making. I'm in the process of making the binding for a banner that I've made that I'm going to hang across my window, and that's where my tree and my Santa will be. My bed butts are right up against the wall, but that window is inset by like 1.5 feet, and so it's a huge area that you can work with. And I'll hang this across the top of that, and then put my tree and my little fun Santas and things like that in there. There's lots of stuff I won't be able to put out because my room just can't contain it all. But I also did some quilting on, not quilting, piecing, I guess is what you want to call it, you know, because I'm not a quilter yet. But I'm doing this quilt. I got it at Laundry Basket Quilts. It came, I ordered the kit, but I also got it pre-cut to help me with my learning curve or my learning experience. And so far it's really helped because I've gotten 10 of the trees done. I'll just show you a few. Maybe if I can get to them. There's that. That. Get one of the green ones in this. So I'm in the process of putting this all together, and then hopefully I'll at some point have a quilt. Maybe I'll have it done by next year. We'll see what happens. There's so many of them that I want to do. I watched Chrissy's crosshatch quilts video just recently, and she showed the little gobble pattern from Lori Holt. And I immediately downloaded that pattern because I want to do that. But I want to make a quilt full of little colorful turkeys for sure. And but her bag that she made out of it was so cute. She's so creative anyway. Everything she does is like, did you see the Stacy Nash pocket that she did? It's killer. It's so cute. Go over there and give her a look. My plans after I finish working on the one that I'm working on now, the Give Thanks by Brenda Gervais that someone loaned, a lovely lady loaned me. Oh, here's another finish. I put it into a bowl and just put it over on top of that, and then weighted it down really well until it's stuck, and there you go. That's my little this is October 31st by Blackbird Designs, and it's in that book, The Winds of Autumn, or the Weaves, the Fall Leaves, or whatever it is. Those two books, this is in one of those books by Blackbird Designs. So, again, my plans. I'm in love with fall. I decided that I needed to do a lot more fall stuff, and I love turkeys. I've, you know, really love them. And when I saw that quilt pattern that Christy showed, I was like, oh, I've got to do that. But then I started looking at the little turkeys that I have stitched, like the Bent Creek one, and like this little turkey. This little turkey here. He's so cute. I just love those things. And, my gosh. Heart and Hand, I think. Becky Boo. The frames I found at Hobby Lobby. Lizzie Kate. Lizzie Kate. This is old, but I'll put the name of it down in the bottom because I think the chart you can still find on the secondary market, but it's like Nanland or something like that, but it's old. Country Rustic Primitives. The frame I found at Hobby Lobby. Lizzie Kate. Lizzie Kate. Homespun Elegance. PrimRose Cottage. This was a stitch along with Cornhusker State Stitchers. Okay, now I can get to it. I decided that I want to stitch turkeys, and I've been seeing all these people working on turkeys. Missy from Pulling Threads, just all over Instagram, people posting pictures of their turkeys that they finished. I wish I'd written them down, but Instagram has totally inspired me. YouTube has totally inspired me, and I'm going to do these turkeys. So throughout the year, I'll be stitching on Give Thanks by Brenda Gervais. And that shouldn't take very long. Isn't he cute? And then, oh my gosh, Thomas by Notforgotten Farm. He's amazing. Love it, love it. Every time I see him, I die from just envy. Turkey Day by Cottage. Yeah, Cottage Garden. I want to do that one. I've had this. I want to do it. Have had it and want to do forever. Heart and Hand. And then this is Christy did this one. Where her new angel is holding it. It's such a cute idea, and her angels. That angel's beautiful. But this is a really cute idea. But I pulled him for a turkey. This you can't see very well. The photograph's not very good, but the actual stitch is really pretty. It's called Giving Thanks by Notforgotten Farm. This one has 2 Brenda Gervais little bitty turkeys on there. One just in front of the H and one on the other end. This doesn't have any turkeys on it, but I want to do it. And it's fall. So if I'm going to do all those turkeys, I'm going to start this and do this one as well. Plum Street. It's awesome. Then this is the turkeys from Heartstring Samplery. They're so cute. I saw someone on Instagram had done it. It's adorable. I'll put it back in its little holder, its little sleeve. Threadwork Primitives. Look at that turkey. Oh my gosh, I gotta do that. This is another Heartstring Samplery. Just saw Katie from So Tattered. She had done this, but I've also seen lots of people have done this one. So I gotta get that one done. This one, I saw Olivia a Pumpkin Hollow Quilts do. Of course, it was fantastic. I just love him. Love him, love him. He's Folksy Thomas by Teresa Coggett. This is an older one by Plum Street Samplers. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. It's got a mom turkey, a dad turkey, and 3 babies. Couldn't love it more. This is Needle Treasures Nook, a sunflower turkey. So his feathers are sunflowers. This is Homespun Elegance. Oh gosh, you can't forget Stacy Nash. This is Turkey Hollow. Yeah, Turkey Hollow Farm. Got to get those turkeys. This is Miss Prim Flirting Turkeys. Aren't they cute? I can't remember who I saw doing that, but I've seen several on Instagram. This one is Country Rustic Primitives. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's one on the back. I double-sided them. So there's the one. And then here's the other. Pineberry Lane. Aren't they cute? I actually won this from Needle Treasures Nook, a download. And it's a November mood, but I just love that turkey. This is Country Rustic Primitives. I've seen someone do this one just recently. I think Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. And I've had this forever. I just need to do it. Real cute. And then this is the one I talked about that I stitched from Punch Needle Magazine, the 2018 edition. This is the Not Forgotten book that I bought several years ago. I think it's still available. I don't know. You just kind of have to search for it. It may be on her site on Etsy. I'm not sure. But this is that's the chart that I'm talking about. Turkey Trot. Got to do him. And of course, Lila Studio. Autumn. Look at that turkey. But I love the acorn in the middle too. Just want to get that done. And then, last but not least, or the least impressive, but Autumn at Hog Run Hollow. I want to do this. There we go. Now, I start at the bottom left corner of all my stitches, and that just happens to be this turkey here. So that would be a good start. So I plan to do that at some point this coming year. And that's it. Those are all my turkey plans. And I'll work on whips that I already have. I'll try to get that stuff completed. And then obviously there will be a couple of exceptions and things like that if I'm doing exchanges or, you know, I just want to do a big piece or start something or whatever. But mainly my plans are to do these and then also work on whips and try to get that down a little bit. And just enjoy my turkey stitching and maybe finishing and doing some quilting and piecing together that whole quilt to get that done. I also want to do the pumpkin quilt, so I need to, get set up to where I can do several more of those blocks so that I can have enough by the fall this coming year. But I'm not in a hurry. If I don't get that done this year, I'll get it done. I'll keep working on it until I get it done. And it may not happen for this year, maybe, or the 2025, maybe 2026. But I'll have fun working on them. I know that, just like we always do. These are all of my things that I plan on keeping out and moving around and all that good stuff. Like, these are some ornaments that I put in a sleigh that I bought. And I got this sleigh at Michael's. And these ornaments I had made by a lady. I had stitched them all up and I had her do them with this wire on the top or whatever. But these are all Homespun Elegance. Some of these are still available. Some of them aren't. I have no idea what I stitched them on because they're all from years past, like early 2000s. But I love each and every one of them. Sometimes I change them up a little bit, like if I don't like something, or wouldn't say not like, but if I wanted it to be a little bit more this way or that way, I'll change it up a little. And then I'll just do some like primitive stitches on it, like I did with this one, where I just wrote, Merry Christmas across there and my initials and stuff like that. This is actually a long banner from Homespun Elegance, but I just pulled these things out of it and stitched this ornament. I'm not a big fan of the back stitching letters, but I think they're cute on here because, they're supposed to be small. That's another one that I just did a little bit of primitive stitching on and finished it out. Sometimes I just make it up, as I go. And this one was the very first one I ever did of Homespun Elegance. I love everything that they do. All their stuff is really primitive and really cute, and I just love it. I may have the one I just bought. Let me see if it's over here. Do this without making a mess. I don't have it out here. I'll show it to you next time in like a little bit of a haul or something. I don't buy lots of cross stitch charts. I just find them in my stash. They just show up. What do you know? Who knew I had that? I do have a couple of more turkey charts on that should be making their way to me anytime now, and then I'll decide which ones I'm going to start. I wanted to end the video by thanking, I did thank the community and everybody for your wonderful responses to my videos and the comments that you make and the messages that you send me and just the super kind things that you say and all that. I did have several people reach out to me. Andrea from Pugs and, I don't know if it's Andrea or Andrea, but I'm going to check next time I talk to you. Pugs and Stitches, and there was a piece that I showed that had a skirt that was like a sampler. It was a Lady of Liberty by Becky Boo, and she was the one that told me that it was called Lady of Liberty. She has it. So, and then she showed me one that's also a beehive one that she's going to let me borrow to stitch. I cannot wait. And then another, she also identified another one. It was the long one that had the laughter is heard in the word of God and the 2 red cardinals. And that is Mosey and Me, as it turns out. She also has that kitted. So I think it was originally done on a kind of a custard color fabric or whatever, but it was big as well. I'm not sure, but I know I would have ran away from the custard color. I tend to be more neutral as far as fabric goes. But I wanted to thank everybody for being so kind and all the comments and just coming by and liking what I'm stitching and telling me about what they're stitching. And, oh, I did that too. I love hearing that. But the very first person that shouted me out was Jessica from Sweetwater Stitches. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. And if you watch her videos, she's prolific in everything that she does as far as stitching and the things that she tries to influence the show how to do, and the, you know, table gifts and the sewing boxes and the charts and the framing. And, you know, she's real sweet too. She's a very kind person. So I wanted to thank her for giving me that big shout out. It was most appreciated, and I was very surprised, and I thank you very, very much for that. And then also the Cornhusker State Stitchers, Jamie and Terry. I really love watching them because they're mom and daughter, and I like their relationship the way they are. But they live in Nebraska, and I kind of have a fondness for Nebraska. So I like just knowing that they're in Nebraska, and that I get to interact with them in any kind of way. They have great little stitch alongs. They do lots of really fun stitches. They have lots of ways that they make up how they rotate them through and all that. And they have a little shop called Heartland Quilting and Stitching, if I'm not mistaken. That's what the name of it is. I've bought from them. You should check them out. But they're real sweet and funny, and I really enjoy them. I think they have a new one out just like yesterday or the day before. There was another one that I had never heard of. It's Natasha from Britches Get Stitches. And I'm going to list these down below. She said some real kind words, and I really appreciated that. There was Leona from Grammy Stitches, I believe, and she's super sweet. Loved her video. There have been other people that have said things like Michelle Burt from Made by Michelle, or Michelle Makes It. I can't remember, but look up Michelle Burt. That's how you'll find her video. She's super kind. I met her at the retreat I went to in July. Super fun, great quilter, great stitcher, super open and fun and young, and just a sweet girl. And then there was Stitching by the Brook. I met Brook also at that same retreat. Super sweet. And she's got several of her first new videos out. She's really kind and really sweet. Quilts, stitches, all that good stuff. And then she's good friends with Lisa from Black Coffee and Grits. She's got great little videos. I love her little stitching, and I love her whole name, what she came up for it. And then there was also Katie from So Tattered, who shouted me out. And you know, Katie and I are good friends, and she's taught me so much, and my confidence level is just soared under her compliments and things like that. So it's been a real treat getting to know Katie and being her friend. And then there's also Michelle, who I really just adore. She comes up there. She's Sassy Southern Stitcher, I believe. She quilts. She stitches. She has great ideas she does a lot of stuff on a lot of very different colored fabric and things like that. I love to see those differences. I may never pick that up for myself, but I do appreciate when I see other people go a different direction and just their thing with it, and how awesome it looks, and how much joy it brings to them. I really love that. I know there's probably people that I'm missing, and I will make sure that I address that later. People that I stitch, people that I follow on FlossTube, you know, all the standards, Brenda and Laura, Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, Lisa with Kindred Stitcher, I really like her. Lori Textilist, I really like her. I like all the things. She has an eclectic variety of things, wool and quilting and, you know, just stitching, and just she has a good eye for fabric and design, things like that. I also watch Java Girl Stitches. I think that's her name. She's really good with color conversion. She's really good with color, and everything she sews is so perfectly aligned. Like, and I'm like, I need to be more like that when I'm, and we don't necessarily stitch all the same things, but I can appreciate the fact that how she approaches color and makes it work, and they look really good. They look really great, and I just love that. So I watch her for inspiration on that, on purpose. Probably my most favorite is Lori Holt. I know she dropped off the radar because she had all these sewing projects and quilting projects that she was doing tutorials and things like that on. But then she put out her FlossTube recently, and then she also did the how she frames things, and how she does lacing to frame things. I just love her with her color also, but the choices of what she stitches on, how she stitches it. Plus, I like 36 count a lot, and she tends to lean more in that direction as well. I love her heritage wall idea with the monochromatic Quakers and all those things like that. She's really a blast to watch. Plus, I've watched her tutorials for sewing like 10,000 times, and I'll continue to watch them because I've learned a lot by doing that. That and the Fat Quarter Shop with Kimberly Jolly. I watch Priscilla and Chelsea. They make me laugh. But I also will pick videos. I can't remember, KBH Stitches. I think that's hers. I watch hers. I just watch. I'll just pick one and watch it, and I always draw something from it. I always get a little bit of something from it, whether we stitch the same kind of things or we don't, that kind of thing. I really appreciate FlossTube, and I appreciate the fact that you watch mine, or, you know, sit through me talking. So I think that is it for today. I appreciate you being with me. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you were surrounded by family and blessings and had a great turkey. I did. I will probably be back before Christmas, just to show a few more of the Christmas stuff, so maybe some stuff that I've worked on. But until then, enjoy this season. Enjoy something big throughout the whole time. Like, you know, make sure you go see the Christmas lights. Make sure you go to a Christmas store. Make sure you have coffee with a friend while something is decorated with Christmas. Make sure you have that Christmas drink or that candy treat that you only make at Christmas. I hope you have the best time. I hope you have the best time going all the way up to Christmas Day. Until then, I thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company. Thank you.